We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the New York Giants. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
2nd and 9 now. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's where they're all.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. Play action. It's Ryan. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, They want to keep going, but what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Mixon will try the right side, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Mixon with a first down carry, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 15. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those were by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, Ryan. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
3 yards remain for second down. Play action. Ryan. Forced out to his left. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang at Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 55 rushing yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's 2nd and 8. Flushed out right. Got a man, it's Gibson, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. William Jackson with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On first down, Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Looking to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Play action's supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. On 2nd down, Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They go play action with Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They go to Johnson again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Here's Ryan. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Now Ryan on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Lambert. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 29, Ryan. flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Johnson again. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. Flushed, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Washington on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll look to throw here. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Ryan to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Lambert. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he stopped immediately there. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing now is Ryan. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Johnson, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Two running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Ryan to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Giants, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.